So politics, sport, and wine. If you're at the table, that's our main topics that will be discussed in Moldova. Yeah, what is also important, why the wine sector is crucial. As a public entity, in 2023, when I participated at the competition for position of the director, the Ministry of Agriculture, they changed the policy regarding the selection of the director. They said that, look, you're already at a new phase, so we see that the decision regarding the director should be taken by the wine sector, not by us, the ministry. So what we did, we, the candidates, we presented our program to all the wineries in Moldova. So we had 7 commissions, this means 7 different associations. Well, actually 6 associations and 1 the Ministry of Agriculture. So all these 6 associations, they were the association of all Moldova. We had the 5 association of wine, 4 association of wine, 1 association of the distillates, which is called GI Divine. It's related to cognac, but it's a Divine, it's a unique product. And we had the nursery. We also nursery which are producing rootstocks for planting materials. So we and our candidates we presented, and we needed to get a vote for each association. In the end, this was something new for Moldova. We never had something in this history, and I'm honored to say that I won all 7 of the association, which was important for us because again the wine sector is deciding who should represent them. Which is, again, I think it was a very good decision by the ministry so that we work in strict collaboration with the wine sector.
How long have you been in the sector?
15, 16 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I started my professional career in 2010, one of the winery. After that, in 2011, I started working at the Ministry of Agriculture, end of 2010. And after that, 3 years at the Ministry of Agriculture. After that, when the national office was created, I was the 3rd person contracted at the national office. So I am since the beginning of the national office. And since then, I'm already here since 2014. Already 12 years here. But it's an amazing job because you're representing the wine sector. We have more than 5,000 years of producing wine in Moldova. We are not trying to compete with Armenia, Georgia, or other countries because they have their own war between who was the first 7,000 years, 8,000 of years. But what is crucial to mention is that wine sector, we didn't invent that. We as a Moldova, it was here. So we just started as the people who are here, this region, it started from the Roman Empire, even earlier. This was when the Dacia, this region, Romania, Moldova, it was the Dacian Empire. There were in the data when the Roman Empire conquered Dacia, they mentioned that they were imported a lot of quality wines from this region. This is official documents, so the Roman Empire mentioned that. So since that period, we had different influences. What's important also to mention that wine sector of Moldova passed through different period of influence. So we had the Dacia Empire, Roman Empire, the influence. After that, we had the influence, the monks, who, as you know, the monks were the first one who invented then the sparkling and the wine in these regions, producing. After that, we had the influence of the Swiss colonists in the 18th century. Switzerland wasn't all the time so rich as it was right now. So in the 18th century, the Swiss colonists traveled actually, it was end of 18th, beginning of 19th century. The Swiss colonists, we will present you this information, so they have all data. So they traveled till Black Sea, till Odessa region, and some of them stopped in this region. They started producing wine. We also have information from our history of Moldova as a state. One of our famous leaders is called Stefan or Stefan the Great. At the royal court, it was during that period, it was all the time. Yes, it's me. I'm Stefan the Little, but here's Stefan the Great. But in a few years, who knows, So during that period, it was a person at the royal court who was the keeper of the glass for wine, tasting the wine.
Yeah, the cupbearer.
Cupbearer, yes, the cupbearer. It was official. Also, it was really important for the royal court because, again, it was tradition of Moldova of consuming the wine and the tradition of producing the wine in this region. So, as you can see, it's for us again, it's not an industry. We never talked about industry. We talk about the heritage. We talk about the tradition, the culture of producing wine. We have a lot of different, even right now, a lot of people are producing homemade wine. A lot of people, Moldova. Yeah, everywhere you'll go, there is a huge, strong production of home wine. But what is important that a lot of people, even me, my father is also producing wine. So this is that's the tradition and heritage from our grandparents, from our parents for producing wine. That's why when you're sitting at a table, all the people will talk which wine is the best. So that's politics, sport, and wine. You know, if you're at the table, that's our main topics that will be discussed in Moldova. So we are Moldova. We don't have access to sea, unfortunately. We had in the past. Right now, we don't have it. We don't have mountains. We have the oil tourism. And this is crucial for us because, as you know, the tourists are the most important for an economy, as, for example, Moldova for the wine sector. Because we understand that the wine sector is the oil tourism. It's a potential for developing the rural region, developing our economy in Moldova. I'll tell an example. We have, this is the 25th edition of the wine vernissage. However, we have a huge event which is called the National Wine Day. Yeah, the wine in October. This year is the anniversary edition, the 25th edition. During the years, this increased in authority, this event, and it was awarded 2 times at the competition in Londra, UK, as a magnet of the region. It was a public vote, all around the world voted for that, and we were awarded magnet of the region, this region, Ukraine, Moldova, Bulgaria. Last year, we had around 20,000 of tourists, and around from 15 to 20,000 tourists, and almost 130,000 participants. Around more than 100,000 are Moldovans. It's in the square. It's in the square, national square of Moldova. That's last year. It's 103 wineries were present. Each one was under a quart.
I didn't have time to drink all of the wine.
Yeah. So during 2 days, it's a during 2 days event. It's a huge one, and also not only here, all the wines who have the tourist potential are open, and we have a lot of tourists who are coming for visiting the wineries, and after that coming to the center wine to taste all the wines. It's a huge event. In the end, we have a concert of our local artist, which is huge. A lot of people are coming. What we meant
You said?
Last year was 105.
Vinul nostru, într-adevăr, este cel mai bun, cel mai gustos.
This is a great pleasure for me to be here.
Bine ați venit la Ziua Națională a Vinului.
aplaudăm pe viticultorii și vinificatorii din Republica Moldova.
Yeah. What we did during this period, we worked during 12 years regarding the wine education. That's our task, important for us to promote the responsible consumption of the wine, which for us during National Wine Day, it's something obvious for Ava, but for us it was important to promote the wine school. For the last 7 years, we have in the center of the National Wine Day a wine school where everybody can come and learn how to taste a wine.
When is the National Wine Day?
The first weekend of October.
3 October.
And what also that's according to the Parliament law. That's unique in the world. Also, there isn't in the law a wine festival which is included in the Parliament law. That's so that we know it's official. And we cannot change it. Right now we're discussing about probably shifting a little bit in September because usually first weekend of October is raining sometimes, you know. That's a risk, you know. So this year we have some really big plans. Let's see if we are working already on the concept of this. So we're trying to beat some records. We're trying to do a carnival. In the center of trucks and the artists. So we have some plans to work on that, so finger crossed that, some ambitious ones, because again, that's unique for Moldova. And as I said, 20,000 of tourists during several days. This means if one tourist spend 1,000, 1,500 euro per general, that's a huge impact for the economy of Moldova. That's more than 20 million euro invested during 1 week. That's huge for Moldova. That's why the government, everybody in Moldova, even Madam President, is promoting all the time the wine sector. That's the key element. The ambassador of the Moldova is the wine official, and even Madam President everywhere where she's going, she's promoting the wine. That's an honor for the wine sector.